There are a lot of things you have to think about when making videos, and it can feel overwhelming when you are just starting out. I thought it would be good to talk about my personal experiences with video, how I started learning about the process, and a little bit about the journey. I hope this can help people who are looking to start creating videos. So today I'll just talk a bit about how I began with cameras. The first time I started shooting with video cameras was back in 2005. I was lucky enough to attend an art school where I could borrow DV tape camcorders like the Sony HVR A1P. Unfortunately, I received no technical training on how to use cameras at the time, and honestly I had no idea what I was doing. But this gave me first few years of hands-on practice with cameras. I only really started learning about basic photography concepts and technical knowledge after I got my first DSLR, which was the Canon 60D with the flippy screen. I spent a lot of time reading about basics of photography, and as you do when you get your first camera, I took it with me all the time, took photos of anything and everything. During this time with my first DSLR, I learned and practiced setting exposure, white balance, and playing with picture profiles. Spending a lot of intimate time with the DSLR kind of forced me to grasp these fundamental photography concepts more than I ever did with consumer video camcorders. The more I took photos and videos on that 60D, the more I learned about using cameras in general. From then on, I moved to the Panasonic GH4 and the Sony A7S Mark II. But to me, the real step up was the lenses. My interest in lenses, especially old vintage lenses, naturally led me to gain a lot more technical knowledge about using cameras. I bought so many lenses off eBay. I started with Pentax Super Takumas, which is like the cheapest vintage lenses that still produce superb images. Then I had Canon FDs, Nikkor AISs, and even a variety of Russian lenses. I bought them from sellers all over the world: Korea, Japan, Hong Kong, US, Europe, Taiwan, and even here locally. At this point in time, I started getting work as a videographer on smaller shoots and a camera assistant on bigger film sets. I got to test out new gear and knowledge extensively on various projects. A blog called Vintage Lenses for Video by Alan Bassadine helped me a lot with which lenses to try. I eventually settled on a set of Zeiss Contax lenses after thoroughly reading a forum post on RedUser by Nick Morrison. I have collected Contax glass over some time and I love it to bits. I just wish I had known about them sooner. Right now I'm being filmed on the Contax 35mm 2.8. The consumer/prosumer camera market has evolved so much in the last 5 years. There are so many options available for every budget level. Long gone are the days when answer to indie filmmaking was Magic Lantern on a 5D. The technology has come such a long way. Producing good looking images on a small budget has never been this easy. That said, the fundamentals of photography does not change. It's just basic physics. If you are thinking about getting into making videos, but not yet schooled in basic photography, I suggest you start there. I just wish I could go back to my uni days and teach myself those basics before anything else. It would have made my student films a little bit less insufferable. There are tons of blogs, YouTube channels, websites for learning photography. The challenge here would be picking and choosing good sources of information. Where are you in your journey as a videographer? Are you looking to get into it? Or are you a seasoned veteran? Or maybe you're looking to get into making YouTube videos? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear about your experiences.